How does your teaching philosophy help inform your classroom management? So, given what I said, I truly am grounded and rooted in the principle of love. And whether it is sometimes tough love in a way that maybe a student is having a conflict and being able to really speak to them, what's been going on? What bothered you? Finding out from the other student and being able to come up with a resolution for those students. Sometimes it's pushback, sometimes it's a student having maybe attitude, saying, an example, I was at the Learning Disabilities youth after school program where I volunteered, and a student was just feeling, high school student, feeling a bit angry and saying, well, you have to be here, you get paid to be here. And I said, actually, no, I'm here because I want to be here and I don't get paid to be here. And her and I were able to just take a moment. We went for a walk. That was okay in this after school program, that I just took her for a walk and we were able to talk about it. And I think when the student realized that I was there simply because I chose to be, because I wanted to be there for her, she really came down from that and was able to receive, was able to get the help, homework help, or participate in the activities that we were doing. It's an ability to really show up for your students, being an authentic individual and addressing them with honesty, with integrity, with trust, and with your own humanness, with your own reality of who you are, because when they see that, they respond to that. I would basically uphold that as a role model in my classroom and be able to address whatever concern may come up from my students where they might need me. Sometimes it comes out as in those ways. Other times it comes out that they just want a high five, or they want to come close to you, or they want to sit near you. They want to tell you a story about their family or about their weekend. Being able to show receptivity and care and listening, being there in a way that you're open and you're there to serve them. What is my student here to teach me today? Another example of this is working with students with um, a student who was diagnosed with autism in my grade 1 class. And although she wasn't able to be verbal, and her behaviors sometimes were, again, maybe not in a line with the other students in the class, it may have been different or outstanding, but not seeing that child as at any disadvantage or as anything less than the other students in the class. What has this student come to teach me today? What is she telling me? Looking at other kinds of cues that are nonverbal, looking at her demeanor, looking at her as that great soul, as this great person, as we mentioned with existentialism, that regardless of how the mind or the body may express, that this greatness is within all of us. How can I serve her today? So being able to look at all my students in that way, regardless of ability, race, age, status, background, socioeconomic status, whatever it might be, that each individual is here, we're here, including me, to learn and to grow together in this agreement. Creating a learning environment for those students, creating a safe space where these students can truly be who they are, feel safe to be who they are. Classroom rules that are established on respect, on honoring each person for who they are, their views, and how they feel, for being able to respect one another, even when those might conflict. Looking at each of the sides, being able to come to resolution based on love, based on respect, and the feeling that we are really one, because that greatness within us all is just one. I might show up in this way, you might show up in that way, but we're both here in this room together in an equitable way to learn. Being able to have those rules established so that students can know and feel seen, can feel heard, can feel respected, and that if there are, and there will be, any issues that might come up, we're able to tackle that together. We're able to communicate together, and that we are co-collaborating in this classroom, that I am here to understand what you are here to teach me as much as you are here to learn what I'm here to teach you. So how can I honor and respect who my students are in the materials I might have up in my classroom, in the way that I construct my classroom that is accessible for each person to be within it? How can I respect and honor each individual that comes through that door and be that person who gives of themselves?